Hi, good morning. My name is Dave Jacobson. I'm one of the co-founders of a new program called Skuvus. It's Skuvus. It's a funny name, but it really makes sense when you break it down. SKU, of course, in retailing is stock keeping units. Every store in the country uses the same terminology. VUS is a little different twist on the word view. But essentially what we're talking about is the ability to view information about an SKU. SKU. Skuvus. That's the way we pronounce it. Skuvus is very different. Skuvus is something that has never been done before. Skuvus is something that has been built out of several different industries, several different types of marketing. And we've built a program that will help you sell. It'll help all areas along your sales channel sell. And we believe it will revolutionize your business and potentially retailing in general. You know, I've been doing this for a long time. And when I say this, I will say I am basically a salesperson. I've worked with some of the largest companies in the marketing industry. I'm proud to call some of the largest companies in the world either clients or former clients, and I've had a great opportunity during my career to meet some of the best and brightest people in the marketing business. Perhaps I'm a little jaded because of it, because I expect us also to stay at a very high standard and to create at a very high standard, to think out of the box, which I know is a cliche right now, but it's something that we believe in. And it's not easy, frankly, because there's comfort in doing something over and over and over again without risk. There's not comfort when you're doing something for the first time. It takes what David Ogilvy called creative courage. And his belief was that creative courage means that the person who's coming up with the idea has to have the ability to weather the storm and to face those that are naysayers, and to have to repeat and repeat and repeat what they have known is right. And that's kind of where we're at with this business. So I hope you'll indulge me here a minute to let me tell you a little bit about why we're doing it, why the time is right for doing it, and why we believe we are 2 to 2.5 years ahead of the competition. First of all, let me address the last issue. We got into this 3 years ago when I first saw what looked like a strange-looking box with scribbles in it, which I later found out was called a QR code. Now, QR code is a two-dimensional barcode. It has enormous ability to store information, but our main objective is to use one of its main reasons for being developed in the first place over in Japan, and that was to quickly connect QR, quickly respond to an action. In our case, scanning the code within seconds takes you directly to a product video. Now, why is this important? Well, let's use real estate, for example. You could have a real estate sign and it's got someone's URL, its web address, www.century21/Lake Orion/Kathy Hill. 30, 35 letters. I don't think you're going to do that with your cell phone. However, when you hold up your mobile device to the same code, it reads it and takes you directly to that page. That's just one example. We're using it in automotive, medical, skiing, golf. Almost anybody who has information that they want to provide would like to connect the person interested in that information as quickly as possible and as easily as possible. And there is simply no easier way. Let me backtrack. Yes, there is. There's one easier way. If someone has the ability to type in information and has it sitting there on the URL under the browser, and you push the enter, you'll get there faster. Otherwise, there's no faster way of doing it. Now, Skuvus is more than just a QR code and the creation of the codes. Skuvus takes into account the sales process, and that is key to us. You know, a lot of people right now are putting codes out. You're seeing them in magazines, and newspapers, and brochures. And really what they've done is sell the QR codes, which is kind of a misnomer because there's not much to building a QR code. And there's not much to connecting that person who clicks the QR code to an existing web page. That's just not where we are heading with this. What we want to do is we want to connect people to presentations. We want to connect people to well-done presentations, not fluffy, not advertising. We want to connect them to information about the product, and that entails knowing how to sell. You know, I took the Dale Carnegie sales course back in 1981. I had really never sold anything in my life at the time, and I guess that's why my boss said, you better take this course. Frankly, I was a bit lost, and I sat there over 18 weeks and was listening to people that were out there on a daily basis selling. So it was a little bit more difficult for me. But I really learned the process, and I learned that selling is a process. And I came back, and I eventually got out into the sales world. And you know what? I found out I could sell. And it wasn't so much that I had the gift of selling. I had been given the gift of being able to learn to sell. Anyone who says that selling is not an art is frankly wrong, and probably has never sold or has been unsuccessful in selling. Use me as an example. I'm just a kid from Wisconsin. I never had really sold anything. I didn't go to one of the great colleges. I wasn't the polished person that you envision to be able to call on some of the large car companies, but I went in there with a mission of giving them information, selling them based on facts and benefits, and it worked. For many years, I handled all of the Chrysler showroom display business worldwide. At one time, we were in 5,500 dealerships with our programs for the dealers. I worked with Ford and General Motors and ANCO and Champion. All was success because I went in with projects that were well designed, and I used my 5 steps of selling that I learned way back at the Dale Carnegie sales course to sell. That's what we're doing now. We are providing access to our clients to use the Dale Carnegie 5-step method to sell every product they have in their store if they want to. And it will work. The beauty of how we're doing it is somewhat of a secret, but I will tell you, we guide our clients along. We give them the questions that require answers, and then we edit out the video, and when it's done, it's casual, it's good, it covers the 5 steps of selling, and it makes the person shopping happy that they heard it because it allows them to make a decision on whether or not to buy that product. Now there's more to Skuvus than just video. We have complete print media where you can take your QRs and put them on your graphics, whether it be brochures or postcards or flyers or banners or what have you. You can print them, high quality printing, low quantities required, great pricing, can ship to you within 3 days if need be. It's a wonderful service. We have mobile landing sites that we create for you so that if someone is not at a computer and they scan a code, they can have the same information sent directly to their mobile device and view it right there, right in front of the product, right in the store. We have almost 100 different pieces of hardware available for your graphics, from frames to banner holders to stands to electronic kiosks, all of them designed to use the QR system. Now the QR is able to be read by a mobile device, but it's also able to be read by a scanner that we provide to you that can be put into a display.